What's up guys, back with another Konosuba video, and in today's video we're going to talk about who you should lose with Eyes. Damachi's coming up. Eyes is going crazy. A lot of people are summoning for Eyes because she is going to be, top unit in the game, especially for when she is the dominant force for Wind now. Sorry people who like to use Wind mages. So I figured why not let y'all know what I consider to be very good choices to put on the team with her. If I miss one, or you guys have suggestions as well, feel free to put it down in the comments below. But quick recap: Eyes does more damage on her normal attack if she has more HP. She does a self tier 3 agility buff, and then she does a 10% ultimate gauge charge and a bunch more damage if she has more HP. So you want to keep her healthy and show the damage. Also, her ult is very good. It's a party tier 3 physical attack buff. So these teams are going to be centered around keeping her healthy and keeping her ult activated as much as you possibly can. So let's go over those units. So first off, let's scroll down. I'm using the gallery because it's simpler and I don't have everyone's ult. Like, for example, this Erica, I don't have her ult yet. Also, side note, in my last video I said the live stream's tomorrow. I didn't notice that when I was saying that it was actually past midnight for me, so I apologize for those of you confused. It is actually tomorrow on the 20th. I apologize, but anyway, back to the main video at hand. So Erica, this Erica's physical wind. Obviously, most of these characters are going to be wind because that's where you're going to be using them in Wind Arena or against wind bosses. So her first ability is a moderate boost to agility, which is a tier 2 agility buff for just Erica. That's gonna be nice because she'll kind of be able to keep up with Eyes for doing damage, because Erica will be somewhat doing damage, somewhat supporting. She also has a attack similar to Eyes where she gains more damage based off her HP, so that'll go in tandem. Erica and Eyes need the same thing, so the third character that I mentioned will be helping both of them at the same time. So super list, you are going to want to use the Flame Serenade. You can use the self call and response if you really want. Don't use the haze one, please, but this one's gonna be really good because it is a 35%, right? Eyes has a 10%, so that's 45% to, that's pretty much half your ult gauge right there, just from its ult. The ult is not going to do much damage, and it's fire, so it's not going to do crazy, but it could literally just do the super gauge, and that's all we need for it. So that'll be very nice. Keep Eyes' ult up, which is one of the things we wanted. But of course, you're thinking Erica and Eyes both need HP. So that's where these characters come in. So the first one, when I was looking at characters I had, was a Mitsurugi, I believe. There is a 3-star one that is wind, so if it's the criteria. He does a physical defense lore, which is going to be nice because Eyes is going to go crazy with physical defense because she already has her attack buffs. So, she's going to do even more damage, which is nice. He also has a below HP thing, which we're going to ignore that. That doesn't matter. His super list, however, is what's going to be good. So we're not going to use Runa Saber. We're going to use Sword of the Chosen One. The second one is a significant boost to physical attack. So if Eyes' ult is down, it's going to help a bit, and a minor recovery to all allies to heal them up a bit. Or you can just boost the defense if you want. Up to you. Personally, I'd rather have the recovery. The recovery is not going to be huge, but this one is definitely going to be a more damage-centered route. Mitsurugi isn't going to be healing a ton, but it does help that there are ult charges around to help you with that. So if you're lacking in some of these other characters, because two of them are actually limited, unfortunately, this is a good option, especially if you're missing, like I just said, or you don't have 4 stars. This is a 3-star. Another decent character you can use if you really are struggling with the heals, if you don't have a lot of good defense items, is, I scrolled past her already, is the Celio. She has a moderate recovery, and then if you're hazed, she got that. She then has a physical defense for all allies. A lot of bosses do physical damage, so Eyes will take even less damage thanks to her. And then her super It's pretty much just healing. She does wind damage when you do wind rondo. Um, it's pretty good. You know, this one does a minor recovery, and then this is like really big recovery. So I mean, personally, I would probably use this one because the moderate reduction. Plus, it does damage if you need it to do damage. But if you're finding yourself just not having the HP, then probably just go with the superior one. Just because even if you are taking damage and you heal the max, at least Eyes will be doing like 1 or 2 hits at full power before she goes back down. Hopefully you beat it by then. But in all other scenarios, if you can tank rather well, just do this one because, like I said, it heals. She's already healing on her other skills, and the damage cut for 12 seconds is going to be nice. Don't forget, Eyes also has the ultimate gauge charge, so she's going to be helping everyone get their ult. Same with Erica, who like almost is a must run on the team. So keep that in mind. This is a good option, even though she is magical, so don't expect too much crazy damage from her. Luckily, Eyes has that covered. Another character that is good, if you don't have the 4-star of her, or you don't run Mitsurugi. Where is she? Am I missing? Amy. So another win character, because you know, I'm trying to stay unlocked. Definitely nowhere near as good as this Celio, because she moderate cover, poison heal, magical defense is like okay for fighting a magical enemy. We don't do that one. That one's not great. This one removes their debuff, and then this one does magic attack. So it's not anything too crazy. It's literally just heals. That's like last case scenario. If you really need to heal her, I guess you could use that for wind. But I wouldn't recommend it. I low-key would rather have Mitsurugi because at least he's also doing damage. Now, the last character is probably the one I would use personally if I wasn't using Celio. And that is actually a non-wind character, which is Aqua. So they're not going to show the Earth Aqua, unfortunately. So I will have to go and pull up her deal. So first off, we're going to pop this Aqua. So this Aqua not only heals, which is, you know, what we want so Eyes can stay healthy, she also has a gauge charge. Now this gauge charge, I believe, let me double check, it should be 20%. It is indeed 20%. So that altogether, Eyes has 10, this would be 30, and that would be 65 altogether. So your ult is pretty much firing off at all times, which is nice. And even better, if you get Aqua's new ult, which is Sacred Crave Water, you'll have a second source of healing, also a significant reduction to their physical defense. Pretty much the other reason I was saying you're in Celio, but this one has a heal and a gauge charge. Very, very nice. I believe this Aqua, yeah, she only has a small party heal. We have minor recovery, while if you have the New Year Aqua, she has a large party heal, and she gives an agility buff, and then her attacking move, what was it? Yeah, her third one as well is the 20% ult gauge charge. So the New Year Aqua would heal you more than this one, and I guess it would give you the party 2 agility buff, which Aqua would then get. So if you have the New Year's one, that is good. If you have the swimsuit one, they both work. I just do think the New Year one is slightly better for having the agility buff. However, these are limited units, keep that in mind. It's unfortunate. So if you don't have those two, just run the 4-star Celio. If you don't have her, Mitsurugi and Amy are there. You know, like I said, they're not the best options, but they are 3 stars, so hopefully you have them. If not, you pretty much just want to slide in any healer that you're confident enough with, that you think can actually do something or provide to the team. I mean, there's a 1-star you could use if you really wanted to, just to heal and have her ult go off just for Eyes. I think Erica, with her new ult and Eyes doing their thing, are pretty much the whole team minus the healing. People in the back line, the back two, harder to say just because If you have a lot of healing incoming, you probably aren't going to take too much unless you don't have the greatest defense items. In that case, I would probably do something such as Mitsurugi, and then when a character dies, bring in a healer that heals more than him. Hopefully Eyes doesn't die, that would really suck. Because, you know, DPS can't do her damage if she's dead. Which is unfortunate. If only you could, you know, say attack Mitsurugi a bunch of times. I think, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't Mitsurugi have... I think, does this one, or one of them had like an darkness taunt. I might be thinking of something else. I thought Mitsurugi had a taunt for a second. Anyway. You could run that if you really wanted to, or, you know, if you really wanted to run away, you could just run her in the back line if you just really wanted to for damage. All up to you. I think the healer, Erica, and Eyes will be fine as long as you have good defense items. I'm very excited to see how crazy she is since she's gotten all this praise. But anyway, I'm going to end the video there before I rant on for too long. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Konosuba content. And like I said before, if you have any other suggestions or want to be like, wait, oh, this character is actually not that good, all that stuff, feel free. I won't take offense to it. Go ahead and comment down below, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching.